Hey, Barbie. Can I come to your house tonight?
Sure. I don't have anything big planned, just a giant blowout party with all the Barbies and planned choreography and a bespoke song. You should stop by.
So cool.
You can find me under the lights, diamonds under my eyes.
This is the best day ever. It is the best day ever. So is yesterday, and so is tomorrow, and every day from now until forever. Do you guys ever think about dying?
Mattel's hotly anticipated Barbie movie comes out in 2 weeks, and the hype around it, well, it couldn't be more real. The movie has an estimated $100 million budget, according to Variety, and is tracking for an estimated $70 million plus opening. Well, the excitement started over a year ago with Mattel's release of this image right here of Margot Robbie as Barbie. And from there, well, fans certainly got lost in the pink, glittery Barbie world. 2022 was the year of Barbiecore, a fashion trend spotted on Valentino's runway in the fall and also embraced by a number of celebrities, including Lizzo, Anne Hathaway, and Zendaya. Well, hashtag Barbiecore has over 420 million views on TikTok, and the marketing is everywhere. Mattel released a line of Margot Robbie Barbie dolls and has apparel collabs with Gap, Forever 21, and Hot Topic. Bloomingdale's is doing a Barbie-themed pop-up shop. Well, that is not all. A luggage collaboration, custom Xbox controllers, a makeup collection, Uno cards, and Aldo shoes. Progressive getting in on the fun with a commercial about insuring Barbie's dream house. And Barbie's house is even up for rent on Airbnb. Well, we decided to get out on the streets in New York City and see what people think of the movie's marketing techniques.
The marketing is amazing. I saw the little Ken house Airbnb. I love that. I think the marketing was awesome.
I like the marketing. It's a little, cheesy.
I've seen a lot of marketing about it. Even like this Barbie and Ken thing they have going on the billboards. It's really? It's pretty out there, man.
We're staying in Times Square, so we see the big billboards with all the pink and all the actors and actresses. The marketing is pretty epic.
I just feel like I've been inundated with Barbie stuff. Okay. I'm almost over it, and it hasn't even opened yet. The marketing, like the ad with her foot up, that's what got me for real.
Well, let's talk more about this viral marketing campaign. We want to bring in Marcus Collins, University of Michigan Ross School of Business marketing professor, also author of For the Culture. Marcus, it's great to have you here. So even just what we're hearing from people on the street, it almost seems like everyone has heard that the Barbie movie is hitting theaters in just 2 weeks. What do you think it is about this marketing technique that has made it so effective?
I think that, one, they've borrowed on the equity, the capital that is Barbie. And this is a well-known, well-beloved brand that's now being contemporized, which is actually really cool. But I like the way they brought the brand to market by marketing the movie like it was a Disney movie. Right, they find all these different partners that could benefit from the movie winning. Right, you find compliments, the peanut butter to their jelly, if you will. That if the movie does well, these other brands do well. And finding different cultural aspects that the movie could be a part of the conversation, the cultural discourse, will create much more opportunity for people to find out about the movie, and hopefully, for the brand at least, people to know more about the movie.
Marcus, how much of this though hinges when you talk about the potential success of it all? Does it hinge on people actually going out and watching the movie? Because as you pointed out in your notes, like there could be a lot of hype, there could be a lot of interest, but if that doesn't translate into people going into the theaters and watching this movie, what does it ultimately mean?
Yeah, I mean, this is sort of the double-edged sword, that sometimes the marketing can be so good that it overshadows the movie, that people get so enamored, so excited about the marketing for the movie, they never show up at the theater. And that's the part that gives me a little bit of pause when I think about the excitement that's happening around all the marketing for the Barbie movie, is that there's a lot of talk about how cool the marketing is, how it's showing up at all these different places, yet I haven't heard a lot of the discourse in the social channels, at least, about people saying, I can't wait for it to come out, I've already bought my ticket, I'm so there, who's going with me? There's not a lot of intent signaling. In fact, if you look at Google Trends, the search traffic, a lot of the search queries are about all the marketing partnerships, not about the movie per se. And since the core product is the movie, that should draw a little bit of pause for the folks who are putting this thing in the world.
Marcus, Have you seen this much excitement around a movie like this? I knew you drew the comparison to what we've seen from Disney movies, but I'm scratching my head. I'm struggling to really think of another movie that has gotten this much attention, this many brand partnerships ahead of its release. Is this almost unheard of?
It happens rarely outside of Marvel movies and Disney movies, which is Disney, of course. But I think about the last time I've seen something at this kind of capacity, this kind of fidelity, would probably be the Stranger Things season 3, I think that was, when they partnered with all those different brands like big Burger King, Baskin Robbins, Lego, Microsoft, Coca-Cola. All these brands got into the launch of this new platform. I think that's the last time I've seen that outside of a superhero movie or a Disney film. But even then, when we see these brands work with movie releases in this way, they don't always mean success. I mean, most recently, look at the Buzz Lightyear film that came out just recently. They had a lot of traction behind it, a lot of different brand partnerships. It was on cereal boxes, it was in McDonald's toys, but they didn't convert into actual ticket sales. And that's what we're after. How do we turn all of this cultural conversations? How do we turn it into intent that ultimately leads to action?
The movie aside, though, there's also the question about what this means for Mattel, the brand, and their ability to be able to connect with potentially a newer generation and get that runway going or extend the runway for Barbie. Our Brian Tozzi and Brad Smith sat down with Mattel's COO earlier, asked him about how important the movie is for the brand beyond dolls. Take a listen to what he had to say.
The next chapter of that is going to be unlocking the value of this IP through storytelling, whether it's theatrical, television, live action content, gaming, live experiences, all of the different category partnerships that we've created in consumer products, where this movie is really a catalyst for future monetization in the consumer product space, apparel, sporting goods, home, accessories.
So, Marcus, that was a conversation over at Cannes Lions, but, can Mattel build on this? Can they already claim this as a win, just given how much they've already made, the brand's made its way into the conversation?
Oh, absolutely. Mattel has definitely won in this regard. It reminds me of the music industry, that nowadays people release albums so they can go on tour. And in this way, Mattel releasing this movie, whether it succeeds at the box office, it's a master, a mega success or not. The fact that it has contemporized the brand and introduced it to new people who weren't even thinking about or talking about Barbie is definitely a win for the IP. It creates a new canvas for it to draw and to create new ways to engage with the brand, as the COO mentioned, whether it's through product, whether it's through more toys, whether it's through more movies, through gaming and the like. I mean, the possibilities are endless now that it's creating a new chapter for people to see the world of Barbie. Barbie is now has a new cultural lens to it. Now, whether the movie is a success or not, it still benefits from that win.
Marcus, what do you think we're going to see moving forward when we take into account some of the other legacy brands out there, some of the lessons that they can learn from this Barbie revival? How does that shape, do you think, future marketing campaigns?
Well, it's all kind of creating a blueprint, right? For the ones that fail, you go, I know what not to do. And the ones that succeed, you go, I know what to pick from that. But I think what ultimately matters when we're bringing new ideas to the marketplace through marketing communications, it requires some familiarity and some novelty. So we can borrow from things that worked in the past and create new builds on top of it. I mean, even the AI generator, meme generator that Barbie used back in April, I think that was, we saw that happen with Straight Outta Compton for the biopic for NWA happened some years ago. Same idea, but a new wrapper, a new lens on it. So when we pair familiarity with some novelty, it creates a great opportunity to get people's attention, but ultimately get people to talk and then prayerfully get people to take action.
Marcus, you just queued up the segment nicely for us when you talk about memes. We couldn't do this segment without getting in on the action. So can we pull that up? There's one for me. Look, Shauna is, what is this? This Barbie
I'm hitting the dance floor.
And mine says this Barbie is an optimist. I'd say that's pretty accurate. Have you made your meme, Marcus? Have you played around with this one?
I made my meme. I did make my meme. It said, this Barbie is all smiles.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Perfectly done. Marcus Collins, it is great to talk to you today. We'll all be watching to see if the success translates to success over at the box office. Thanks so much for that.
Absolutely.